Welcome back, everybody, to Practical Gunners. I know it's been a while since we've uploaded, but we've got a whole bunch of new content coming out. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you got the little bell clicked because you're not going to want to miss all of this. But let's get into today's video. The Second Amendment is obviously appreciated by a lot of Americans, but there are also a lot who are just straight stupid. Most of them are the thugs out there who just kind of wave their guns around like they think they're badasses. And then there are just kind of one-off cases where people do stupid shit on camera. And so that's what this episode is dedicated to. Idiots with guns who are, for some reason, filming. So this first one, this guy thinks that he's some kind of special agent. Yes, I know you may think you're the only one with guns and bullets, but we know what they look like, but thank you. Never seen one of those before. I really appreciate you documenting this and showing us all what a gun looks like. Really. Now, before we get any further, you just know this guy's a badass because he's wearing a mask inside of his own house and leather gloves. He must be Jason Bourne. Now, what happens next is just beyond me. Why? I mean, you look like you got a decent house. The paint job looks nice. You got nice shades on your windows. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. Why do you want to shoot a gun off in your house, through your house? On this next one, some wannabe gangbangers get a lesson. And that lesson is to get your own place and do this stupid shit somewhere else, other than your grandma's house.
I want the fucking smoke, homie. Got it right now, bro. What's up, smoke, bro? Got it right now.
¿Qué desmadre traen aquí, cabrones?
No.
¿Y eso qué?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. No, es falsa. Es falsa. Es falsa. Oh, shit.
Madre,
shit. No, ma, son de mentiras, ma.
A ver, dame la noticia.
Son de mentiras, ma. Son de mentiras. No, son de mentiras. Son fake. Son fake, ma.
20 con todos esos cabrones afuera.
Ok. So, es de mentira, ma. Es de mentira, son vivos.
Dame esa tirada de esa basura.
¿Por qué tienes una chancla, ma?
Porque sí.
Well, if you have a real gang, your grandma should be the leader of it. She just beat all your asses. Really tough, guys. Next one, we learn the importance of not just looking the part. Understanding what your weapon system is capable of doing. And understanding that before you dress up like you're a Navy SEAL. There is nothing worse than going to a range and seeing a guy completely kitted out and then seeing him have no trigger discipline and letting the recoil rock him back like his mom still rocks him to sleep at night. Yes, that's a shotgun. Yes, they are powerful. I'd just like to add in, if you're ever at the range and you ever see somebody take their gun and just kind of look at it like this guy did with complete confusion, it's usually a good sign to get the fuck out of there. Now on this next one, testing body armor, I think, is an extremely important thing that people have to do in order to be happy or secure wearing it. I bought extra pairs just to double check to make sure that they actually do what they say they do. But this has taken it to a whole new level and it's just not recommended. You know, body armor does fail. Next up, this is kind of what I was talking about, the thugs who think it's cool to show off their guns and their switches and whatever else they feel like they need to show off to gain street cred, or I really don't know. I don't know why people do this. Is the goal during this to just flag everyone that you like hanging out with? Here's the other question that I have. As far as a tactical standpoint goes, the guy who's got 4 guns in his hands, what advantage does that give you? Like, did you rearrange your fingers or something to where you can shoot off 4 pistols at once? The best you're gonna do is 1 in each hand. So, idiots with guns. You know, this next one was gonna be the finale, but there's just so many good ones on this that I just kind of put it in the middle. But this individual, for some reason, thinks it's a good idea to show off his gun in a gas station. Does that sound weird to you? Like if you walked into a gas station and somebody just had their gun out and they were showing it to somebody, right? It's a little bit like, dude, go to your house. Let me just tell you that this gets 5 million times weirder. Now, if we can pause it real quick, that is a swastika on this dude's stomach. If you were colorblind, he's black. I don't know, maybe you got drunk one night, you let your buddy tattoo you and he put it on the back of your arm and he put a swastika on there just to fuck with you. I don't know who would do that, but it's not one of those. This was on purpose. Put a big ass one right there. You know, the other thing I will say is these cameramen who are filming all this stuff, they've got some pretty big balls. Because a black dude with a big ass swastika on his stomach is clearly not sane. You know, for those of us who've lived a little bit of life, we've all probably gone on a date or two. And we've all got our move, right? How we make the move to make it happen. There is nothing like the fear of being shot that really can just put some women in the mood.
Extreme delays or cancellations. The DOT forcing the return of more than $600 million in refunds to passengers and penalties of $7.4 million against 5 foreign carriers, along with
Wow, that ending where he just points it at your calf, that's a turn on for you? Okay. On this next one, you know, obviously one of the main parts of gun safety is to know the status of your weapon at all times. Is there a magazine in there? Is it hot? And there's a few ways to check something like this safely. This is not the way.
Time now. I'm gonna go ahead and safety check that. Yep, that's safe. Then we got this shitty Nugget revolver. We're gonna safety check that. And they're gonna go ahead and boom, we safety check that on the leg there.
Those aren't really safety checks. Let's just make sure we're getting that right. And we finally get to the finale and got some nice polos on. Great advertisement for polo on this one. And I just gotta say, they may be a little bit confused or yeah, just really confused.
Whole lot of stick play, nigga. You feel me? Whole lot of Draco shit, nigga. Whole lot of stick play, nigga. Whole lot of that.
Who are your parents? Like, who raised you?